Hello everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict. Today is the first day of our design team takeover. It's going to be going on the weekend of November 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, depending on your time zone. And so this is for my challenge. So I am using this cut file, which is the Paint It cut file, and I cut it out in some silver glitter cardstock from Cardstock Warehouse. My background paper there is from Dear Lizzie, She's Magic, before I forget to say where it's from. And then I'm just backing the paint stripes with some paint stripes that I created using some vellum and just some leftover paint that I had from some Christmas cards I was making. And I love the way it really, looks like paint stripes. So I'm just backing a few of these, and then I'm going to go off camera and back some of them. I do end up cutting a few of the extra paintbrushes off, just because I am using 2 of the cut files, and they're about 8 by 8 size, so I had to cut them down so that they would fit. So I do cut a couple of the paint brushes and stripes off just to make them fit a little bit better. So because these are pretty large chunks, I just glued them to the cut file and then let them dry for a little bit, and then I'm just kind of cutting them around the cut file. I change the way I do it every time, just based on kind of the size that I need to do. So here you can see it's finished. I backed a few of them, I left a couple of them blank, and then I did put some fun foam to pop it up off the page. I'm using this photo here of my youngest daughter. She drew me a beautiful picture of a penguin, and so I just decided I would scrap that because it worked out perfectly with what I'm doing here. She is my little artist. She really enjoys creating things, and so I thought it was perfect for this. And I really like how those colors turned out. So what I used for painting them is some Vicky Bouton watercolors out of the little tubes, and then I mixed it with some of her silver glaze and then added a little bit of water and then just painted them onto the vellum. So it is a little bit wrinkly and everything, but I feel like that gives it some added texture. So here's the second cut file that I'm going to be using. And it is from the Rainbow is My Favorite Color, I believe is the name of that cut file. And so I'm using the words favorite color. And the nice thing that Virginia does is she includes both spellings. So color and favorites in parts of the world both have U's in them. In the United States they don't, and so she includes it both ways depending on where you are. And I think that's just fabulous because, not everybody spells things the same way. And I know that people in other countries struggle with finding things spelt correctly, and that would drive me crazy. So it's very nice of Virginia to think about everybody like that. So I pulled in these Jelly Bean Soup alpha beans, and they are in poached pink, and they're something that have been in my stash for a little bit, so I'm going to be using them to spell out Let's and then Artist. So I kind of have 2 titles going on, Let's Color and then Favorite Artist down in the corner there. And I pulled out my stash of puffy stickers. I'm not a really big fan of puffy stickers, I'm not gonna lie. I hate the way I like poking them and how they feel like little pillows, but I hate the way they feel like when you're sticking them down to the paper and stuff. Like I feel like they feel greasy and gross, so I don't like using them, and oftentimes I forget that I have them. So I decided to pull them out for this layout because why not? I'm using a few different packs here. The first one I used was the Dear Lizzie Stay Colorful, I think, collection. Then I pulled some off of American Crafts Journal puffy stickers. Or these are the American Crafts Journal ones. The second one I pulled out were from Paige Evans Whimsical, and I used a lot of the art things off of that. And I'm just trying to decide here. I'm just trying to mix it up, and I was trying to decide where I wanted kind of my clusters to be. So I kind of have one going around that Let's Color. And even though it's kind of disjointed, I like the way it looks up there. But the way I have it around the photo, I'm not happy with, so I do end up moving them. There I just added some of those She's Magic little phrase stickers, kind of matching colors. I think one of them says extraordinary, one says simply the best, and one says like imagination or something like that. And now I'm just going through some random die cuts. These are Amy Tangerine, and I pull in that one that says craft a life you love, I believe. And now this is Chamel, and I pulled in that pen that says create on it. I decided to add a little cluster down here. So I'm going to have one kind of going around the top of the photo, and then I'm going to have this one down at the bottom here too. And now these are from Jelly Bean Soup, and I always forget I have all of these, like millions of Jelly Bean Soup die cuts. I had gotten a warehouse box, or oh no, I won a big box of stuff, and so I have like tons of stuff, and I just, you know, put it away with my other die cuts and I forget about it. So I remembered it this time, and I'm digging out, I pulled out those scissors, I pulled out those 2 tabs on top of the photo. I thought there was one other thing. Oh, I tried to pull out this orange little handmade tag, but that doesn't make it on because there's nothing else orange, and I didn't want to pull in anything else. So I'm liking that cluster down there, so I decide to move this stuff that's around the title over to that cluster. And I do leave, I think I leave those 2 things down there, that little paintbrush and that rainbow, I think might stay down there. I just made this, you'd think I would remember. Yes, they stay down there. But I like this kind of layout a little bit better, so. And then that's pretty much going to be the end of it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to the Facebook group and join in on the weekend. It's kind of like an online crop going on. Each design team member is taking a chunk of time over the weekend and offering challenges and introduction videos and posts and just some great chatter. So head on over there and check that out. And I will see you again next time. Thank you. Bye.